Thank you. The chair now recognizes Congressman LaMalfa for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you again, Madam Chair. Thanks again for appearing with us, Mr. Chair. Back to my bill number 4970 on the Orland project. Just, for clarification for those that are, might be curious or watching here. So it was established that no physical infrastructure modifications are required to convey the water under this plan. That's already existing there, so really no additional cost. Will the reclamation still retain the authority to approve on each transfer under the legislation to ensure it aligns with the priorities and obligations that the CVP and the Interior would have?
Thank you for the question, Congressman. That's correct. The water users notified the department. The department determines that the use that the water would go for is in alignment with administration priorities and approves. And then we would petition the Department of Water Resources to approve a short-term sale.
So the president has been engaged on California water in order to have more available for people, agriculture and such, and have our water go farther and be more efficiently used. So do you think that 4970 complements the effort by the president and administration?
Yes, Congressman, I do. More flexibility, the ability to move more water from where it may be in excess to where it is needed is very much in line with the priorities of the administration.
Okay, appreciate that. Some of our ability to keep water earlier in the rainy season would be helpful as well through FIRO and taking a look at some of our older way of doing things with the manuals and such would be extremely helpful on keeping more water earlier in the season so we have more available when the season does come about. When we talk about clean energy and the situation on the Columbia there, how do we define clean energy? Is hydroelectric power clean energy?
It is, Congressman.
CO2 free?
Yes, Congressman.
Okay, and that also is base load power you can rely on 24/7 instead of at the reckoning of nature, whether it's cloudy or sunny or dark or windy or what have you on the other types of so-called clean energy, right?
That's correct.
24/7. So at a point where more and more power is going to be drawn from our grid here for a lot of data centers and the whole AI and these other uses that are coming more obviously a much greater load on the grid. Is it wise for us to be removing sources of power, especially as defined as baseload green power?
No, Congressman, it's not. We need to do our best to increase baseload energy, especially as the overall energy demand increases. We need more baseload energy, not less.
Yeah, it keeps occurring in my district and around the West where in the name of salmon and salmon runs, we're removing a lot of baseload power, a lot of hydroelectric power, and so far we haven't seen the return on salmon populations because of dam removal. Indeed, we've seen it's been done despite that. And in this case here on the Klamath River, we've seen an extreme amount of damage done to the areas down below the dams on a lot of wildlife. So we got to be careful with what we think is actually helping habitat versus, and at what cost for on everyone else's needs too. So I'm appreciate your looking into this and you're monitoring that situation, and I just urge you to continue to find ways to save more water and get it more for human use, for an agricultural use, because we grow the best food, especially in California, that people need, highest quality and best value. So let's keep it going that way. And thank you for being here today. I yield back.
Thank you.